Chief, thank you for agreeing to see me on such a short notice. I appreciate. All is not well, Chief. All is not well at all. I can feel my marriage crumbling. I can feel it slipping through my fingers, my hands, and there is nothing I can do about it. Chief, I'm thinking, I my husband has become so estranged. I don't know what to do. All right. Few years ago, Chief, my mother introduced my husband to me. And at that very time, I'm okay, Chief. During that time, I had a boyfriend whom I was in love with, even though he was struggling. He was a promising star, a promising talent. He was a fast rising talent. He was passionate about football and he didn't want to do any other thing, even though I advised him, to take some side hustle, but he was hell bent on it was football or nothing. Then then my husband came, he happened. My mother introduced him to me and he was the exact opposite of Chinedu. Ben was a well-to-do, he is still a well-to-do businessman. I mean, Chief, Ben is good in all ramifications. It's like he was sent from heaven. He's perfect. Chinedu, on the other hand, was the exact opposite of Ben. Ben was ready to get married. Chinedu wasn't ready for marriage, even though he loved me. I got attracted to Ben immediately and we started talking, started trying to, get to know each other. At that time, I realized, during the time of our getting to know each other, I realized I was pregnant. Pregnant not for Ben, but for Chinedu. I respected him a lot, so I didn't lie to him. I told him the truth. I told him I was pregnant not for him, but for my ex. And he still wanted to get married to me. I told him no. I objected because obviously I was kind of another man's child and I couldn't do that to Chinedu. No, Chief, my mother wasn't behind this. My mother didn't force me to marry Ben. Everything I did willingly. He said it was going to be our little secret. He said it was going to be a secret we both were going to carry to our grave. He wasn't going to tell his family, he wasn't going to tell his friends, and that was it. So I agreed. I said yes to his proposal, his marriage proposal. I At that moment I realized that I still loved Chinedu and I didn't want to keep him in the dark. So I went to Chinedu, to tell him about Ben. I told him everything about Ben, but I hid the pregnancy part from him. We were all teary and mistakenly we had sex, like goodbye sex. Okay, Ben and I got married. we had our baby. And this baby was a striking resemblance. I mean, he had this striking resemblance with my ex. It wasn't an issue. 3 years later, I had my first child for Ben. And the child was autistic. After that, I had another baby, Jasmine. Jasmine came, our last baby. But something happened after Jasmine's birth. Then my husband became estranged. He, started keeping late nights. He wants me by all means to give him a child. I mean, a son. Like I don't have a son already. He doesn't regard Ikenna, our son. According to him, Ikenna is not a child simply because he has autism. Chief, the main reason I called you is this. A couple of hours ago, my mother-in-law called me. She was ready to rain down hell, to bring down hell on me. She threatened. She threatened to marry another wife for my husband if I fail to give them a son. It did not end there. She said something to me that I wasn't expecting her to say. She said I should know that she is aware that my first son does not belong to her son. That she knows the paternity of our first son. And she's ready to blow my cover. How could Ben do this to us? How could he do this to me? He, in the first place, was the one who told me it should be our little secret. Like, how could he go and betray me like that? Chief, I remember what the doctor said when I had our last child. When I had Jasmine, the doctor said I should not try to have another baby because he fears I might lose my life. I had complications which everyone knows about. I've had all my child through cesarean section. I cannot birth another child. So why are they trying to make me lose my life? Chief, I love my husband. Fine. I'm fine. I just don't want to lose my life. And I don't want to lose my husband either. So please, Chief, I don't know if there's something you can do. I know you're very close to the family. If there's a way you can, talk to my mother-in-law, talk to Ben to come back to his senses. I want to be alive for my babies, Please, please. Was that fake?